So today is the first demo one. So let us define the agenda, strategy, and then how we will go. Basically, why you are looking for the DevOps course, how the DevOps career is. So first, let us understand the DevOps roadmap, and its career growth. So DevOps roadmap and its career growth is what let's first understand. Then let's understand why we need to learn the DevOps. Why we need to learn the DevOps. And then third thing is what? Who can learn the DevOps? Who can learn the DevOps? And fourth thing is what? How the DevOps engineer roles we can see, like, what are the DevOps engineer roles and responsibilities, and how the packages and opportunities on DevOps. So let us target for this agenda. So this is the agenda for this demo. First of all, few things about this course. The course will be go like 92 to 120 days. 92 to 120 days. And timings 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. is our regular class timings. Daily 1.5 hour session. And class recordings, initially let us go with 8 p.m. only, 8 till 8 p.m. So class recordings will be provided. Recordings will be provided with the validity of 6 months. And the fee for this course is the 12k INR. And in this 12k INR, you will get the soft copy of the material, and 5 applications source code. 5 different applications actually. What are them and all I'll explain. 5 different application source code, and then interview questions, interview guidance, and resume preparation. All these things as part of your course. 5 application source code, interview guidance, and then resume preparation. So one note here is, interview questions will be discussed during the session running, and also the interview questions handouts will be given to you. So this is what in short about the curriculum and how it gonna execute. However, who are the target audience for this? What is the prerequisite? So prerequisite is nothing meaning prerequisite is no prerequisite is required. No prerequisite is required. From your side, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to learn anything. No prerequisite is required. Of course, to learn the DevOps, we need the Linux and shell scripting as the prerequisite. Again, you might confuse here. No prerequisite is required is what I'm saying, and also saying Linux and shell scripting is required. What does it mean? This will be covered. So I will cover this Linux and shell scripting. I'll cover this. Linux and shell scripting for 3 weeks. And however, on our day-to-day basis work, we will completely work on this Linux and then the shell scripting command lines only. So that's the reason whatever the concepts you will learn in these 3 weeks are good enough to start. This is just to start the DevOps sessions, meaning DevOps course. And of course, once the course has been started, while going the course, you will be slowly mastering to this Linux operating system, which is required, meaning to what extent it is required for an engineer of the various experience levels to work on the DevOps. So that concepts, that much of expertise you will get on the Linux and then shell scripting. So who are the target audience? So target audiences are freshers if you have the raw experience or zero experience. So zero experience, and then maybe who are working in different non-IT domains and would like to convert to the IT career or to kickstart their IT career. And maybe the testers who want to automate their test scripts, and the developers, maybe the Java, .NET, Python, PHP, whatsoever it is. So the developers who want to know the end-to-end automation process, so they can join and then learn this course. So ideally saying, this is for everyone who would like to, you know, look your career towards the DevOps. So anyone who are interested and who are, who wants to ignite their career growth by adding this DevOps skill set, so for them these sessions will be pretty much suitable. Okay, so this is the prerequisite. So no prerequisite is required. And of course, one more point I would like to say: no programming. This is one more note: no programming knowledge is required. No programming knowledge is required. This is really true, but in order to get the interviews, in order to clear the interviews, or we need to write, a few things like, automation scripts and all using the scripting. So programming knowledge is not required, but scripting knowledge is required. That is what you will learn here. So ideally what I am saying is, if you don't know anything but would like to start your career with the DevOps, then you can come and then join these sessions. So anyone who wants to know the DevOps, don't know what is it, starting from zero, so from them it is suitable. And who already know the DevOps, who already working on it, but would like to know more about the containerization, virtualization, and then have to know deployment strategies end to end. So those are all eligible. So this is in short about the course planning. Let us go to the agenda: DevOps roadmap and its career growth. Okay, before going to this DevOps roadmap and then career growth, let us see one survey, market survey. So let us see one market survey. Why I'm
Sorry to
telling these
interrupt.
things? Because go ahead,
Hello.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
go ahead,
was
please. Go
told
ahead.
by someone like it is AWS plus Azure. So I don't see AWS anywhere here.
No, no, it is not AWS plus Azure. It is DevOps with AWS on Linux. This is the exact title of the course.
Okay, I have not seen AWS here, so I got that one.
Okay. So actually, this is the DevOps with AWS on Linux. This is the exact course title. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll explain.
So how about the cloud here?
This we are using AWS as the cloud provider. We are using.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So whatever the DevOps using DevOps, whatever the automation build pipelines we will build, those will be deployed in our AWS platform. So AWS we will use as our dev platform plus prod platform production. While we are doing the development, meaning you are learning your DevOps sessions, we will use this AWS, and also our production architecture with the deployment strategy like Kubernetes, and I will explain all those things. But the production system also will be deployed on this AWS. So AWS is the cloud provider we are using. Fine. So a lot of AWS concepts we will use, which are required especially for the DevOps engineers. I will share the course content and all. Just go through it. Of course, I'll explain about the course content, how I was designed and all as well. Yeah. So this is what the course, and then the about the course. Fine. So let us start now the DevOps roadmap and its career growth. Are we on the right path? Maybe, around 38 members, 35 plus members joined for this demo. Meaning you are at least looking at to know what is DevOps. If you learn the DevOps, what is the outcome that you will get out of it? And what is the career growth on it? How it will be? And what I have to learn to get on to the DevOps role. So these may be a various doubts in your mind. So let us slowly start, and then I'll try to resolve all your questions which were there in your mind. First, are we on the right track? So you are here came here for attending the DevOps demo 1. So are you think at least 1 hour of time you are spending with me today? Do you think that you have taken the right decision? Let us see that. So let us go and then see the DevOps survey. Atlassian is the company we know very well who created the product called Jira, and nowadays everyone in the company is using Jira for the workflow management, task management, projects management. So for the agile methodology, handling the agile methodology projects, planning the project tasks. So Jira is very frequently used. So again, what is this agile methodology and all, forget about it. What I'm saying is Atlassian is a company, very good company, very bigger company. And, a lot of self in-house products were developed by this Atlassian. That company conducted a survey in the year 2020. So for 2021 survey, also we don't have the 2020 survey conducted by it. Sorry, 2021 survey conducted by it. And we even don't have the 2022 survey also conducted. It's not conducted yet. So the last survey conducted by it is the 2020. So just to know the DevOps trends. So let us go. I hope you are able to hear me, right? I think I am audible. Fine. So what is this survey motto? Why this survey conducted? The survey conducted with a motto, how the DevOps career is, meaning how the companies are looking DevOps as one of the practice or one of the department or one of the mandatory skill, and how the DevOps, escalate their business, how it escalate their business. So that is what the objective they would like to know. So explore how companies are managing the DevOps is the primary object of this survey report. So what practices the companies have in place for DevOps? How do companies measure DevOps success? And barriers to DevOps transformation. This is very, very important, where this is an opportunity for us to grab the DevOps career opportunities, jobs and all. I'll explain. So impact of the DevOps practices and difference in perceptions of the DevOps by level, team, etc. So this is the objective. Basically, how the companies are doing with this DevOps is the primary motto of this report, of this survey. So methodology, what methodology they were used? CITE research on behalf of Atlassian conducted an online survey among 500 developers and IT decision makers in February 2020. Almost IT decision makers in the sense, the big heads, probably at the vice president level or the delivery managers, and sometimes maybe the CEO level, CTO level. So those were interviewed, or those were participated in the survey, and then they have expressed their views how they are treating the DevOps in their company. Fine. So let us see what are the outcome of this survey. Executive survey. So executive survey. DevOps is now a corporate term. DevOps is now a corporate term. More than half of the organizations have been practicing DevOps for over 3 years. That means what, since 2017, most of the companies have started using the DevOps as a practice. Why? Just I will correlate these things. 2014, 2017, 2016, 2015, the concept of microservices emerged into the market. And the usage of the microservices started in the year 2017. And the microservices architecture, started practicing by the gained companies from 2018 to 2019 starting onwards. And nowadays, everyone is following the microservices architecture mostly. Maybe you don't know what is microservices, what is microservices architecture. You don't know at this moment. I know, but I'm just connecting the dots. See, 2017, around 2017 onwards, the DevOps is, half of the organizations are started using the DevOps. At the time, 2017, the microservices development is also slowly started using, right? Meaning both are started using by the organizations. And nowadays, microservices architecture is most commonly used architecture in any of the organization. And hence to manage the microservices, DevOps is mandatory. Got it? In a project, hundreds of microservices will be there. So to manage the microservices, the best management, the best management way is the DevOps. Now DevOps will automate them. DevOps will do a lot for them. What it will do and all we will discuss. But this is not only the reason, but this is definitely one of the reasons. So what I'm saying is, since last 3 years, the companies are, half of the organizations are started using the DevOps as their practice. And over 90% of the DevOps said direct impact on the business. Direct impact on the business. How it directly impacted on the business? The DevOps will do the job which might be doable without DevOps. Maybe it was doable in hours or maybe the days. But DevOps, when DevOps is used, hey, am I audible? Am I audible, guys? Can you please confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Hey, Ranjit, it's problem from your mic. It seems to be. Please check.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So over the 90% say DevOps had a direct impact on the business metrics. How direct impact? Direct impact meaning what? It accelerates their business growth. It accelerated their business growth. How it accelerated? Without DevOps, maybe a work or a job, maybe a task or something, without DevOps, it was taken the days of time, hours of time. The same task, same thing with the DevOps, within the minutes, within the hours. Hours task has been reduced to minutes task. Days task has been reduced to hours tasks. That means what? With the introduction of the DevOps, the productivity has been increased, right? The meaning the applications releasing to the customers with a rapid rapidly it is releasing to the customers. Maybe you might getting few doubts now. So what is application, what is releasing and all? Simply say only one thing, application meaning assume your Facebook, maybe your amazon.com website, or maybe your google.com, or maybe your gmail.com, right? So these are said to be simple applications which you are able to access over the web, isn't it? If you have the internet, and that applications, right, or keep on updating themselves and then giving you the most updated features every time, isn't it? When you see a mobile application, every 3 months, 4 months, 2 months, they will ask you to update their application because they have introduced a few new features. That means what? Rapidly they are releasing the features into the applications. How it is possible? How they are frequently releasing? Because of they are practicing the DevOps as the culture. However, in the survey, half of the organizations are their practice, and that is giving a direct impact on their business, meaning their business is increased like anything. But there are still obstacles meaning there are still barriers, problems. 85% of the respondents participated in this survey said they are facing the implementation in the DevOps, and they are facing the issue in the DevOps implementation. One moment. So 85% of the respondents said that they are facing the problem in implementing the DevOps. Why they are facing the problem? Because of lack of skills, legacy infrastructure, and adjusting corporate culture or top complaints. Meaning, the biggest problem is lack of skills. Lack of skills. You can't believe nowadays in the DevOps team, if there will be a team of 100 members, might be 10 to 20 members only the very well experienced on the container management, or maybe the cluster management like Kubernetes, Docker. So only 10 to 15 members, or maybe 15 to 20 members only know this. Remaining 85, 75 members are legacy technology. They are using legacy technologies. But nowadays, what we want, the microservices world is now running. At the same time, to mitigate the microservices needs, DevOps also needs to improve with its skill set, right? So there we have the containerization came into the picture. Maybe I'm using little, heavy words, but that is true. Being DevOps engineers, you have to learn all these things: container management, cluster management, network management, scripting management, infrastructure management. These are all the things you have to learn being a DevOps engineer. At this moment, you don't know because you are at the very beginning level, probably. Going forward, by attending the sessions, by appearing for the classes, you definitely will be reached to that level. But what I'm saying is, now who participated in the survey, they said 85% of the members who participated in this survey said they are facing a very biggest problem in finding out the right resources on the DevOps skill set. That we need to catch. That is the reason nowadays there is a huge requirements for the DevOps engineers. Let us see technology wise what they are looking for. Okay, let us see that. And executives and practitioners don't see eye to eye. So confidence in measurements of DevOps survey vary, and the practitioners emphasize the collaboration culture. So this is very important. Collaboration culture. I will explain about this word later in time, but this is what the outcome, executive summary outcome. Executive summary in the sense what the executives level who are at the managers or about delivery managers or the CTOs or vice presidents, sometimes probably CEOs. This is their review actually. Okay. Now, if you can see, 99% of the respondents say DevOps has had a positive impact on their organization, and 78% had to learn a new skill set, and 48% of the response say it helped them to get a raise. This is very important. 48% of the respondents say it helped, DevOps helped them to get a raise. If you're already working in the company, if you want to have a very good career growth, very good, the salary hike, something like that, DevOps should be the, a good skill set to learn. Better deliverables. 61% of the members said it helped them produce higher quality deliverables. This is what we need to now note it down. So note it down. I'm just noting down few points here. With the DevOps, what they said. With the DevOps, right? With the DevOps, what they said? They said DevOps helped them producing higher quality and then deliverables. This is one point. So I'm just writing it. So DevOps helped them in producing higher high quality deliverables. High quality deliverables impacted the organization's growth positively, right? Positively, meaning organization growth. So these high quality deliverables 100% will impact the organization's growth. That is what they are saying. And faster deliverables. So 41% has said we will deliver the application very fast. Deliver the application very fast in the sense what? Maybe you developers are writing one application that needs to be accessed by the customers like you, me, and any other. For example, Flipkart would like to introduce one feature called, providing the credit cards. Or Flipkart is also now giving the kind of, uh, loan kind of it. What is that? To purchase the items and all, they will give one loan, consumer loans. So those are the features now they are introducing. So such kind of features they can quickly implement, they can quickly deliver, meaning they can quickly enables us to use those features in their website, meaning faster deliverables. So they see a faster time to market, right? And then it improved their deployment frequency. This is also one of the important point for us. So improved deployment frequency. This is one of the, why I'm writing, there is a meaning why I'm writing actually. So DevOps helped them in producing high quality deliverables, which had a direct impact, which had a direct impact on the organization's growth positively and positively and improved their deployment frequency. Please don't consider what I'm writing. I'm just writing some Chinese language or maybe Latin language. Don't worry about what I'm collecting here. You just focus on why you need to learn the DevOps. Okay, fine. So far you might have understood only two things. One thing, with the DevOps, organizations are getting benefited. Number two, with the DevOps, organizations are able to deliver the applications to the customers, clients very fastly. Number three, companies are facing problem in implementing the DevOps because of the lack of DevOps skill set people. These are the 3 points you need to understand so far. Okay, good. Now 85% said barrier to implementation of the DevOps. Why? Lack of skills in employees, legacy infrastructure, and facing the problem in adjusting the corporate culture. Now scroll down, So detailed findings, if you can see, everyone is saying we have a team with the name DevOps as a title. 52% are saying, 52% of the people said they have a DevOps team separately, and 49% said they have the employees with the DevOps title. And again, 42% said they have the employees which are doing the same job, but the title was not there as DevOps. And some other it said we have employees who are responsible for this, but without DevOps in their title. Right? That means what actually? Almost all every company started using the DevOps as their practice. That is clear from this one, right? Larger organizations with 500 plus employees are especially likely to have a team with DevOps title. So that is 57% members said. If it is a little larger company like 500 plus employees, they definitely are maintaining the DevOps team separately. Why we are discussing all these things? If the companies have the DevOps team separately, that means they definitely required the DevOps employees, meaning the employees on the skill set DevOps, right? If assume if all the companies are at least using a small or maybe bigger, no matter, but all the companies are using DevOps as their separate department, assume, then 100%. Can you please mute? Can you please mute? Thanks. So assume if the 100% all the companies are using the DevOps as their practice, definitely every company have a lot of requirement on the DevOps for sure. That is where now the DevOps had a lot of, that is where now a DevOps have a lot of career opportunities, because every company minimum, whether it is though it is small or higher, no matter, but every company started using the DevOps for managing the application releases fasterly to the clients. So that is the reason every company, whether it is small, big, no matter, they at least started using the DevOps as their practice, right? So that is where we will get the opportunities. And luckily, the existing people in the large companies, the existing people don't have a proper skill set on the DevOps, meaning DevOps skill set, lot of skills, lack of skill set. So that is helping for us. Now let us see the skill wise, what are the tools that we need to learn and all. So this part I will come later on time. Okay, so I'll come to this part later on time, but so far with the discussion, what you understand, almost all every company nowadays is using DevOps as their, yeah, almost all every company nowadays using DevOps as their one of the department or maybe one of the practice. So there is a lot of opportunities we will have on the DevOps, and the existing engineers are facing the existing teams or lack of the new skills like Docker, Kubernetes, Grafana, Prometheus, right? A lot more, like a lot more. These are the for a namesake I said few tools, but lot more of the tools are not known to many of the employees who are already working in the company over the years. Okay, so we will come to this tool chain, how the tool chain is using, what is this tool chain meaning for. I'll come to this point. Okay, now what is how the career growth, meaning how are the CTCs? So DevOps salaries, how are the DevOps salaries? So let us go to this ambitionbox.com. I feel this is very accurate site. They are giving very good information. They are providing an accurate information mostly. If you would like to know, for example, you got an offer, assume 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, whatever it is. If you want to know what is your take home, just go and then check in this site. They will give you the accurate breakup of your CTC. So personally, I have a very good impression on this site. So that is the reason the metrics, whatever these guys are giving, are really accurate. At least max to max level, they are accurate. So they are giving the DevOps engineer salaries in India. So based on 29.1 thousand salaries, they were analyzed. And then finally they come to a simple report which is displaying the minimum salaries on the DevOps for the entry level engineers too, the maximum salaries on the DevOps for the higher level positions. That is where it is giving here. So average annual salary 6 lakhs per annum. Very high confidence they are saying this. Very high confidence meaning the data is based on a large number of responses. If he is a DevOps engineer, minimum he is having 6 lakhs as the CTC. Mostly freshers. Maybe you are joined in the companies with the campus placements. If you will be on the DevOps roles, you definitely be get minimum as your 6.0 LPA as the minimum payroll. Right. So estimated take home salaries, minimum estimated take home salaries for this. I don't know whether this for the 6 lakhs LPA, but 45,598 to 46,678 is the take home salary, minimum take home salary for a DevOps starting engineer. Okay, now if you can see here, DevOps engineer salary in India ranges between 4.1 lakhs to 12.4 lakhs with an average annual salary of 6.0 lakhs for a entry level engineers. Meaning the freshers, or maybe 0 to 2 years, 3 years experienced guys. So the salary they have taken is estimated based on the 29.k salaries. And this is the average annual salary by the experience. Average, I'm saying average. So average meaning it is the summation of all the people participated in the survey and their salaries by the number of people participated. So if the average, it will take averagely 2 to 3 years of experience guys are getting 5.5 lakhs as their CTC. 3 to 4 years 5.8 lakhs, 4 to 5 6.6 lakhs, and 5 to 6 7.7, 6 to 7 8.L. That means what? If he is a DevOps engineer having minimum 6 years of experience, his salary is minimum 8 lakhs. Minimum his salary is 8 lakhs. Definitely it will be more than that only, but this is the average salary. Okay, so if you can see the salary by the designations. So senior DevOps engineer salary is around 13 lakhs. And AWS DevOps engineer salary is 6 lakhs to 13 lakhs. And DevOps consultant salary is minimum 10 lakhs, max to max it is 26 lakhs. And the cloud DevOps engineer salary is minimum 8 lakhs and then maximum 20 lakhs. This is based on the true data. 29,000 employees salaries were calculated in this report generation. Now Azure DevOps engineer salary is minimum 5.8 to 12.1 lakhs. And see the difference here. Azure engineers have 5.8L to 12.1 lakhs. AWS DevOps engineer is 6.L to 13 lakhs. Okay, they were closely. No matter what is the cloud it is. So DevOps lead salary is minimum 20 lakhs to maximum 38 lakhs. So this is again with an experience range from maybe 7 years or maybe 8 years to 10 years, like that. If your experience range is 8 years, 7 years, like to the 10 years, maybe you will get a minimum 20 lakhs and then maximum up to 38 lakhs. And the lead DevOps engineer salary, again the same, maybe same skill set. So 20 lakhs to 41 lakhs is the lead DevOps engineer salaries. And DevOps salary, just a DevOps engineer salary, 12.2 L to 35.6. Why they have just given the DevOps salary? Because that is the designation. With that designation, the guys are getting minimum 12.2 lakhs and then maximum 35.6 lakhs. And associate DevOps engineer salary, these are very, very rough freshers, entry level guys. So these are having the 6 lakhs to 13 lakhs as the CTC. Overall, with this CTC, if you can consider the average CTC is minimum it is 6 lakhs for an entry level engineer, and the minimum it is 8 lakhs for the experienced engineers. Okay, now top skills for DevOps engineers. let us see the more skills. So these are all the top skills: AWS, Linux, Python, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, Git, Terraform, and automation, Azure, cloud, configuration management, continuous integration. So these are the 15 various skill sets the jobs on. For example, let us see the jobs on these DevOps. I just have clicked on it. Let me go to different. Now see this lead DevOps engineer, SAP published 16 minutes ago. SAP published. Let us see what is the skill set they are expecting. This is the skill set they are expecting. So what is the skill set they are expecting? DevOps, Docker, Terraform, Kubernetes, AWS Cloud. Let me note it down somewhere so that it will gives you whether you are coming to the right platform or not. Okay, so this is one job. So skill set, I will note it down, no matter what is the experience. Okay, so no matter what is the experience, skill set is what they are asking. AWS Cloud, Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform, and of course DevOps skill set. As part of the DevOps skill set only, all these things, these tools will come. This is the job one. Now in the same SAP, there is senior, this is the lead DevOps engineer. Experience level is 10 to 14 years. This is 9 to 12 years. Senior technical product engineer. Don't look at the experience level, look at the skill set what they are looking for. So DevOps is the skill set they mentioned. They have not particular about the DevOps tools and then skill set inside in it. Scroll down. Now, if you can see here, development expert. So they are looking for the candidates who have the knowledge on the containers. Now let us note it down. Containers, and then the Kubernetes, containers, Kubernetes, Linux, and then DevOps. Okay, so I'm just particularly writing few tools which are required. Now this is one skill set. See the senior DevOps engineer skill set. What they're asking? Again, they're asking Terraform, Kubernetes, AWS, Docker, and Linux. Of course, Helm is also as part of the Kubernetes, meaning we will use the Helm in managing the Kubernetes parts and all. So Bash scripting and then DevOps. Bash scripting, or shell scripting we can say, and then DevOps. This is another job. Now scroll down, senior DevOps engineer, one more skill set. One day ago they posted, and who required? Again, Terraform, Kubernetes, and then Docker, and then Ansible, and then Bash, right? Cloud orchestration, and then DevOps. Of course, expecting one cloud, any of the cloud. They are not particular about it. So let us see one more job now. So what they are asking now? They are asking DevOps. Just they mentioned DevOps. That's it. Just note it down. ITIL process they are looking for. I'll explain about this in our coming up sessions. Now let us go to the senior DevOps. 2 days ago it published. They are particular about Jenkins, Circle CI, Java, JUnit, Gatling, JMeter. At least we can see what they are asking for. Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Swarm, Bash, and DevOps again. Okay. Even we can see more jobs as well. So we can load more jobs and then see. But what do you observe commonly? Right? What did you observe commonly? What skill set they are expecting commonly? Right? Jenkins. Okay. So let me write it something like this. Linux, Bash scripting, Jenkins, and containers like Docker, and then Kubernetes, Terraform, right? What else they are expecting? One cloud, maybe AWS preferably, and then one cloud they are expecting. One cloud they are expecting. And also they are expecting the DevOps culture, DevOps experience, or maybe DevOps culture. I'll explain it maybe later. This is what a common things we can see in the 5 job postings that we have seen from the SAP. You know SAP, right? It's a very, very gained company in the finance domain. In the finance domain, it's a very gained company, right? Not only that company, we can see any other company's job postings as well. You can see the common skill set. This is what they are looking for. Okay, now let us go and then start the DevOps roadmap. In DevOps roadmap, let us discuss what skill set and what tools you have to learn in DevOps to get the good opportunities. Now you have seen how the salaries were there. You have seen how the jobs are there. Now you have seen what are the common technologies, common tools they are asking. Now let us define the roadmap, like how you can learn these common tools, how you can learn these common tools, how you have to learn, and the roadmap. Let us define now. Okay, so hope so far whatever we discussed is pretty clear for you. I'm expecting. Then let us go to the next step. Hope all of you are able to see my screen, right? So this is what the uh, roadmap. Okay, before going to here, any questions for me? Any questions for me? Do you want to ask any questions to me about the discussion so far happened, or any general? Okay,
Yes, sir.
cool. So if no questions, then let us, yeah. Yes, any questions?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah,
could you
please
tell
ask me.
brief explanation of what is meant by DevOps? What is meant by DevOps?
Okay, so DevOps, okay. So DevOps is a culture, first of all. So DevOps is a culture which needs to be established between the developers and then the operations team. Meaning what? Meaning what is developers will develop the source code. Source code meaning they will write some, using language, they will write some instructions, right? They will write some instructions. They will develop the application. Application meaning what? For example,
As you said
your
earlier,
again, I said Flipkart, Amazon.
Facebook,
Exactly. These are the applications. So these applications will be developed by these developers. But those applications need to be those applications need to be make available to us by the operations team by deploying them into the servers. So assume here we have the server. So in the server, they have to deploy whatever the code written by the developers so that it becomes an application. So that means running instance of the software code written by the developers is nothing but an application. And this application now will be accessed by the end customers like you, me, and all. In this process, there were a lot of problems we will face. So to solve those lot of problems to release the application from its development stage, we will use the DevOps as a culture between this development team and then the operations team. Got it? In a nutshell, got the what is the DevOps in a nutshell? So it is a culture that we are establishing between the DevOps developers team and then the operations team in releasing the applications. So this is what it is. Developers plus testers is called the development team. IT operations are there. So combining the development plus testers plus IT operations, combinedly they are collaboratively they are releasing the application to the customers or clients is what the process of the DevOps. It's a collaboration basically. It is not technology, it is not programming, it is not scripting, it is a culture. It is a culture establishing. It is a gap. It is for fixing the gap in between the developers team and then the IT operations team. So there is a nice story. Maybe going forward, I will explain one story. With that story, you will easily understand why the DevOps is required. But in a nutshell, what you can understand is DevOps is there to solve the gap between the development team and then the operations team. Development team will develop the application. Operations team will deploy the application, meaning making the application to reachable to us to use it. For example, your whatever is the mobile applications. So these guys will keep the mobile applications in your Play Store, meaning in the Play Store. So we will go to Play Store and then download. That means what? These guys are making the software available to us, whereas that software is originally written by these guys. But in order to making that application is available to us in the Play Store, these guys need to put it there, right? So in this process, there are a lot of communication gaps. So those gaps will be solved using the DevOps. Clear, right? At least a very high level. What is DevOps? We will understand it going forward. We will understand. So DevOps addresses the gaps in developer and IT operations. What these guys will do, you have to know clearly. That we will see in the coming up demos. Any questions for me? Okay.
Yes.
Any
Clear.
need programming language? No. Yeah. Any? Go ahead. So any programming language is needed? No. That's what I told, right? No prerequisite is required. No programming language is required.
No.
We are not going to write any programs.
No.
We are going to write the
No.
scripts. Yes.
So,
Sir, any scripting language, sir?
No.
Yes, scripting language is required. Linux is required. Linux and shell scripting is required. That we will implement. And that I
So-
will explain. So in our day-to-day life, we will do this scripting.
Sir Sachin this side. Sir, I want to know that apart from you will teach AWS with Linux in this tutorial. So apart from this, we have to also learn Docker and
Exactly.
Kubernetes for that DevOps operation role.
No, you don't need to, meaning apart from that, meaning it is as part of your course only. So if you
Okay.
can see the course content, what you will learn is you will learn the Linux. See this how depth it is from the beginning to the expert level. You will go. This is the networking, then Git repository. All these tools you will learn. I'll explain Marvin why these tools for Jenkins. And if you can see, there is a Docker and Kubernetes. In fact, our whole and soul DevOps course highlight sessions are Docker and Kubernetes only. I would like to take a more time here because to master you on the Docker and Kubernetes, because without Docker and Kubernetes, you never get a job in DevOps for sure. See this is the Docker and here is the Kubernetes. No need to separately learn, meaning our main course intention is to make you master on the Docker and Kubernetes in this DevOps. Why? Because that is our deployment topology. I'll explain what it is and all. Got it right? There were various tools and all. Finally, we're gonna implement this architecture. So this is where you guys have to implement hand to hand. So what is this architecture? How it will be? About the details we will discuss tomorrow. Anything else for me? Right.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, in job description, they want coding. In job description, they mentioned coding skills, Java, Python. That is the guys who know the coding experience and also the guys who know the DevOps tools also welcome for the job. It is not meaning for they required the Java or Python mandatorily. Okay. So is there any new Spring or Spring Boot batch are going to start in this month or next month? Hey, Sam Jadhav, already Spring Boot batch started. Any questions for me, folks?
Hello,
Hello.
sir,
Any
Shubham
more
this side.
questions for me? Yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
sir, my
Yes,
question
yes,
is,
go ahead, please.
sir, we
Go
are
ahead.
covering any project in this after completing the course?
Not completing the course, actually. We have to definitely do the project while learning the course itself only. So if you can
Okay,
see here, DevOps, you will do these applications. Total 4 applications you will do throughout its implementation. So these are all the applications. So there is a static website, Node.js application, React.js application, Java application, and microservices application. Plus Python also let us deploy. So these are the 6 applications we will automate through the CI/CD pipeline, continuous integration, continuous delivery pipeline. That is what it is. Okay. So
Hello.
And from
Hello.
when the
yes.
course will start, sir? From when the course will start?
Yeah, let us complete these demos for in this week. Today is Thursday, right? So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, let us complete the demos, and then no classes on Sunday, and Monday onwards let us start the sessions.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Hello.
Ranjit. Yeah.
Hello. I'm on this side, sir.
Yes, yes,
By
go ahead,
taking this course,
please.
sir. Yes. By taking this course, sir, how many years of experience we can show?
Yeah, this is a really good question. The quality, the level what you learn is still, you can showcase like 5+, 6+ as well. Meaning your experience or the documents are well managed, you can showcase up to 5+ even. Yeah, if your documents are well managed.
Actually, sir.
But course
Okay.
content wise
Actually, sir,
or
I'm
the
having.
content.
Actually, sir, I'm having 4+ years of experience. I'm a Java developer, but I am more interested in DevOps, so that's why I'm looking for it. So, like it will be feasible for me.
100%, right? For the DevOps engineers, sorry, for the Java developers, this is must and should tool nowadays.
Okay.
So DevOps skill set is must and should, meaning if you are a Java developer, if you know the DevOps, it will be added to your programming skill. 100% it will be
Right.
helpful. There is no doubt at all. And nowadays, for the Java developers, Docker. Go ahead.
Okay, please go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So for the Java developers nowadays, Docker is the mandatory skill. So if you know the Docker very well, you know how the containers will be managed using the Kubernetes. And if you know how your source code will be flow from the repository to the deployment, that is awesome knowledge. You can demand more salaries. Your career growth will be definitely, double hike you can get for sure.
Yeah, actually,
Any more for me? Any more
no, sir.
questions?
Actually, I'm planning to move my developer career to DevOps. That's what my plan is. So that's why I asked you.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Basically for the guys who have the programming knowledge, DevOps is pretty easy, and then they can analyze more. So it will be helpful for you, no matter. There is no
Sir,
doubt at all, actually.
excuse
Okay,
me,
thank
sir.
you,
This
sir.
is Sujata. Is there any changes in the timing, sir? 6 to 7:30
Yes,
like that?
actually.
Because I'm a housemaker from
Yeah,
non-IT background. So could you have any feasible timings from 6 to 7:30 like that?
yeah. So let us start it initially. I will let you know. So at least
Yeah.
by the completion of these demos, I'll most probably let us start at 6:30 to 7:30, at least for the
Okay.
coming days, and then we can make it an half an hour before or half an hour later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Sir,
Any more questions?
Sir, I'm having 10 years of experience in automation testing. I'm I'm wishing to
Okay.
change my role to DevOps. So is it a feasible one?
Yeah, 100% feasible. Now, actually, I got your questions. Meaning, I can sense the meaning of your questions. What is, I have 10 years of experience. Now I want to maybe switch the career on the DevOps, or I want to be moved into a DevOps career. How would I move? Because my 10 years of experience will be count on the DevOps, or how much experience in the DevOps will be counted to my experience. Maybe these are the possible surrounding questions. So what I'm saying is, you have the 10 plus years of experience, assume. So you can switch the DevOps career by showcasing, 3+ years of experience in the DevOps, or 4+ years of experience in the DevOps. And before that, maybe 6 years and all, you might be working on something else. What I mean to say is, 3+ years of experience we can confidently show on the DevOps, because since 2018, 2019, the DevOps usage becomes more in the market. So if we analyze that, when the DevOps usage becomes more in the market since 2018, you have to tell, I was moved into the, meaning I got a chance to work on the DevOps full time. So I'm now doing the DevOps activities, but my overall experience is 10 years, whereas 3 years on the DevOps. Like that we can tell, and then we can get the opportunities. Got it right?
Yes, yes. And one more question, sir. Which are all the services we are learning in the from the AWS side?
Basically, AWS, we are not, we the engineers place the on AWS roles. No, we will be on the DevOps roles, number one. But the DevOps roles, people also need to know one cloud. That is where we are going for the AWS. So AWS is the cloud we will learn for managing the DevOps operations, but we are not the AWS developers or AWS administrators, no, or AWS architects, no. We are the DevOps engineers, lead DevOps engineers, maybe DevOps architect, maybe DevOps manager. Our role is purely on the DevOps itself only, whereas this DevOps requires one cloud knowledge or experience. That is how we will use the AWS. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, folks. So that's all from the demo one point of view. In the tomorrow's class, that is in demo 2, let us start and then discuss on the DevOps roadmap and how the DevOps tools you have to learn, what tool have the what crazy, and how you have to learn it. All those things let us discuss tomorrow. Thank you so much for sparing your time with me, and
sir,
hopefully see you tomorrow.
Sir, to whom we have to talk about the fees and other things?
We have one number. Just let me showcase you one slide. Just in a moment. There is one slide. DevOps. There is one number actually. Let me go and then showcase you anything, but preferably I will give one number, so you guys can talk to our backend team on that number. So let me give that number. Just I'm typing the number here. 9246 212143. 9246 212143 is our backend team number. Please contact on the backend team. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, folks. See
Hello,
you
sir, I have one question.
tomorrow. Yes.
Hello, sir, are you providing any cloud lab access for practicing, or we need to use our own laptop for that?
Exactly. So you guys have to use your own laptop. You guys have to set up your own AWS account, and then you have to procure the machines from the AWS cloud. How to do all those things, I will explain. But that is you have to buy.
Okay, and sir, what is the laptop requirement, means hardware laptop requirements, RAM and hard disk?
Yes.
Specific.
So for that, those things we will discuss tomorrow, because already there is a support matrix document I already prepared. So according to the support matrix document, let us discuss the hardware software requirement tomorrow. Okay, so here is the software matrix. So what we want is 16 GB, 8 GB RAM is minimum required for sure in your laptop. And then the 4 CPU core is required minimum 4 CPU core, and then 8 GB RAM laptop is required. If it is 16 GB, well and good. Minimum 2 CPU core is sure. Okay.
Sir.
However, we will use only the cloud machines only we will use. So your laptop, even though your laptop is just i3 processor or i5 processor or 8 GB RAM, that is okay. Nothing be in your laptop. Your code, your DevOps pipeline, nothing be in your laptop. Everything will be on the cloud only. Your laptop you will use as a client to connect to the cloud. Okay. How it will be, I'll explain later.
So tomorrow also same
So-
time, sir, 6 to 7?
Yes.
Yes.
6 to 7 years, same timing, same time.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much, folks. Yeah. Stopping my screen share. See you tomorrow at the same
Thank
time.
you, sir.
Thank you.